Thank you very much for the introduction and the invitation to come and speak tonight. I've actually come to the ceremony many times before, and it's always amused me that we always have it in the parking lot of the only bar in town. It's pretty remarkable. When I first took the job at the chamber, which was about 16 years ago, my first job was to, find the change under the couch cushion and, make the profits a little bit better for the chamber. And so, as I was going through the statements year to year, I kept on seeing that there was this one PG&E bill that was on the statement every January, and it was a pretty sizable amount. And I finally figured out what it was. We had been paying for the electricity for the tree here. And I'm not sure who I passed it on to back then, but it still has electricity. And I have a feeling that maybe, Bruce, maybe you were the one that got the bill. I don't know. Anyway, when I received a proof of the program, I was surprised that Hospice of the East Bay has only been around for 35 years, because I thought, wait a minute, my mom passed away in 1984, and Hospice was there helping her at the time, and that was down in Southern California. And then I started wondering, what did families do before they had the gift of hospice services in their communities? And I started thinking about the thousands of Americans who died from COVID, over 763,000 in the last 19 months. And I started thinking about the people that passed away or were ill during the COVID time from other causes. And I realized that this had to be a really rough time for so many families and so many people, because they weren't allowed to visit them or be with them, and that's a pretty big deal. Pain and fear of the unknown are really difficult issues to cope with, but the fear of dying alone is often the biggest fear that people have. And almost 1 in every 4 people die alone. So the goals of hospice, and I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but the hospice goals are pretty simple: provide comfort, reduce suffering, preserve patient dignity. Hospice helps patients and families through the end of life's journey. And most of us who are here tonight have taken that journey with a loved one. The hope for a cure shifts to a life free of suffering, and focuses become quality of life rather than length of life. The staff and caregivers of hospice are compassionate, attentive, and work with each patient to meet their own individual needs and wishes. There's no cookie cutter approach or procedure, and there's no judgments made. Whether it's physical, emotional, financial, or spiritual, these well-trained teams can offer help on so many levels. In April of 1984, my mother was in an auto accident. She wasn't feeling good after that. She went to see her physician at Cedars-Sinai and was diagnosed with metastatic cancer. In the middle of August, we called for hospice, and they were wonderful. My brother and I were living here in the Bay Area, so we missed a lot of that time with her, but hospice was there with her and my dad. They truly became part of the family. They kept my mother calm and comfortable, but more importantly, she was never alone. And here's something you might not know, is that they kept my mother engaged, and they kept her laughing, and that meant a lot to us. Laughing has always been the secret sauce in my family. So I think I need to finish with this one of my favorite quotes from Yogi Berra. Always go to other people's funerals, otherwise they won't come to yours. Thank you for everybody here, people that work at hospice, and thank you all for supporting them.
Lights. As we conclude the ceremony today, I ask each of you to look up onto the tree, find the light with your family, and pick that light. That is your light this year. And every time you come by, We will have this on for all of the holiday season. Look at that light. Remember your loved one. Honor them. And hopefully enjoy the memories that they bring to you.